We're going to spend some time today in rear standing position. Use you. I want to go over, this has been like a 2-year-long quest for me to get jiu-jitsu guys to do this. The sort of the most basic, fundamental return from rear standing position. Everybody and their mother, everybody and their mother wants to hit these really cute little, like funky returns from this position. Like they want to go like this and pull people back, and they want to do like, little trips here like this to get people down. That's all like okay to have in your repertoire as like a third, fourth, fifth move to get someone down who's really tough in this position. But the second you run into a guy who's been wrestling for a long time, they're going to do things like hook their leg, like they're going to be really hard to bring down, okay? It just is going to take a lot of work, okay? So the most fundamental, important thing that you can do, dare I say that like everyone at Masterskya Jiu-Jitsu should be trying this first, is just a basic mat return. The first thing you should be trying is just to hit a mat return, okay? And I'm going to teach you guys how to do that right now, all right? So start from turtle. Or whatever, we're going in this position, okay? Jonte decides he's just going to get up, get to his feet, okay? First thing I'm doing is chasing down my wrist, okay? In this position, I don't like S-grip, personally. It's a game of preference, but I prefer to grab my own wrist, all right? I'm going to grab my own wrist, and I'm keeping his hips close to me. For him to get out, conceptually, what part of his body do we think needs to escape? His hips. I have control over him here. Get your hips away. He's really heavy here. It's hard for me to beat him, okay? So I'm sucking his hips in, and I'm pressing my hips to his, okay? All right? Now from this position, okay, what I'm going to do is circle to either one side or the other, and I'm going to do what's called putting my hands in his pocket, okay? So I'm going to put my hand on a hip. Boom or boom. I'm going to do the left side because I'm left-handed. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter for your stance. Just literally pick a side and do it, okay? All right? Hands coming to the hip. Okay? Once I'm on the hip, if I'm clean behind the guy, I'm going to take a high step, and I want to end up perpendicular to the same side leg as my hands. So I want my hips to end up perpendicular to his left hip. It looks like this. I'm going to step, boom. You see how he's already lifting? I'm not trying to lift him. I'm basically putting him on a shelf, okay? My hips come in, my feet are perpendicular to his, okay? And then we're going to lift, all right? So one more time with that. We're here, okay? I'm going to the pocket, high step, hips in, underneath. He's already coming up off the mat. I'm not lifting him at all. I can talk to you guys while I do it, right? Okay? Any questions about that? All right. So once we get into that position, anyone in here ever power cleaned before? Cool, right? So when people power clean, there's this perception that like, what they're doing when they power clean is they're pulling the weight up like with their arms. All you're doing is shelving it with your hips. You pull the weight off the ground, it's as close to you as possible. You pull the weight off the ground, and they're exploding with the hips, okay? That's what we're doing here. We're lifting this guy with all of our hips, and our hips are underneath him, so it's going to be really easy. Now, as we lift, okay, I want to think about taking this same side elbow, okay? I want to think about, once I get here, I want to get this elbow down to the mat. What I mean by that is, as I lift him, I'm going to pop him up, and as I lift him, this elbow goes from here to here. I'm turning his body. I see a lot of guys practicing this, and they can't get the guy's feet away from the mat, and the guy just drags his feet on the mat. It looks kind of like, put your feet down when I do it. Like, I can't clear his foot. I see that happening a lot of times. Does that happen to anyone in here? Yeah? You're all lying if you're saying no. Okay? So we got to get his hips parallel to the mat, and we're doing that by getting our same side elbow down. Does that make sense? I'm putting my hands in his left pocket, so my left elbow comes down. I'm going to return you now, okay? So this is all going to happen in sort of one big movement, okay? I'm coming to the pocket, I high step, I get my hips underneath, I pop him, and then I put this elbow down. Now as I lift him, okay, I want to actually not let him fall. I want to pull him down to the mat. And then I'm coming to my knees to do it. That's why this doesn't hurt people, okay? I'm not like slamming this dude. I'm pulling him down into my lap, okay? So it looks like this. It's a lot of steps, but boom, okay? High step, lift, we're here. Now I'm in a body lock. And what I like about this, immediately, okay? You guys want to see it again? Yeah. Okay. Did that hurt you? No. All right. Hip. High step. Hips underneath. Pop, pull, down. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anything at all? It's a lot of info, yeah?
I just mentioned too, I noticed when I'm falling, I'm not reaching.
Yes.
To stop this fall. Both of our weight is going to go right through your arms. So you have to kind of right here.
I don't know if you can see this from where you guys are standing, but I got a big old pokey collarbone. This is exactly what that's from. Don't do that. 10-year-old me was not pleased, okay? Any other questions? Do you guys need to see it again? Yeah?
You end up with a seatbelt at the end on the ground. You
Yeah.
just slide.
I just jumped to it. It's right there. Yeah, people are like a little bit disoriented. They just got mat returned.
Yeah.
I always just go right to it. Yeah. Anything else? You guys need to see it one more time, or you got it? Okay. Sorry, Jonte.
Can you do it actually from the other side too, just to see that?
Yeah, I can do it that way too. Hip here. Okay. High step. You got it? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's try it. On 2, 1, 2. Thanks. All right, guys, look in. Okay. So this is the next one in the progression for me. My favorite way to return a guy when he's just like giving you a devil of a time, getting those feet underneath him. Sometimes we'll get guys that will, when you try to lift them, they'll go like this. Like they'll hook that leg, lift now. You just can't, right? Or they'll do all sorts of other sneaky shit, okay? So what I do when I can't get this lift, I just can't get him up. I'm just, whatever, right? Okay? I'm going to do the same thing in the pocket. I'm going to step outside. I can't lift him, all right? And this is kind of going to happen, it has to happen kind of fast, okay? What I'm going to do is my left hand, the side I'm on, this hand, is going to shoot across the hip. My right hand is going to follow his back and come out, and I'm going to switch to a double. Don't fall. Okay? So, I'm here. I'm trying to lift him. I can't. He's giving me a hard time. All right? I'm going to, this hand, same side as the leg I'm on, okay? Or the side I picked, shoots across. This hand comes down the back. Now I'm on his hips, okay? And I'm immediately head through him, looking where I'm going, pulling the legs to me, side control. Okay? Make sense? This is not something you can hit slowly. You have to get to that position really quickly, okay? So, and it works best when a guy's trying to sink, when a guy's trying to be heavy, okay? So, I go to lift. Oh, he's getting heavy. Run through. Side control. Okay? You guys need to see it one more time? Yeah? Any questions? Nothing? Okay. One more time. All right? I try to lift. I can't get him. This hand shoots across his hip. This hand follows his back to the other leg. Okay? From here, my head pushes through him. My hands pull his legs into me to kind of make him go like this. Okay? And up in side control. Sweet. Yeah, there's this perception, I think, you go watch guys like Jordan Burroughs, that they're lifting these double legs with their back. What's actually happening is they're pushing with their head and flaring the legs out. Okay? So it creates this effect that looks like a huge lift. Does that make sense? Yeah. You guys ready to try it? Let's do it. On 2, 1, 2. 4, 5.